What is going on, guys? My name is Chuck Butler, and you are tuning into what appears to be, yes, you guessed it, a new segment. We're gonna call this one the Monday Market Breakdown, where we go over my breakdown from Sunday. So let's go ahead and get this on the hype train. All right, don't forget to like. No, don't forget to hit the like button. No, not hit. Smash the like button and subscribe by the end of the video, only if you found any sort of informative value within it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I already have a beautiful list of uptrending tickers that I plan to day trade and or swing for the upcoming week. Just because I do have them planned out doesn't mean I plan to, or that doesn't mean I have to take a position. It's just that I'm showing you what I see value in and what I may take a position in depending on what it does during the week. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First up, ticker symbol ACB. I'm kind of sketchy on this one because it is a weed ticker, and every time I play weed, I always lose, but I do see some sort of value within it. As you can see, I've drawn an ascending uptrending pattern on the 4-hour chart on my ThinkCourse web platform, and if you are curious as to how you can download this software yourself, the only thing you have to do is open a TD Ameritrade account. It is free for use, and yeah, it's a pretty good platform. So as you can see, it's on an ascending uptrending pattern today. Today it made highs of about 832, which is, ooh, look at that, a previous resistance. Very nice, very nice. A previous resistance at 832. So what I expect for this one, for what I expected for ACB to do is continue to trend back down until the 20-day EMA line or this ascending trend line that I have drawn on the 4-hour chart. Let's go ahead and move it to the 1-hour chart time frame. Yep, you can see hit the resistance. Now it's trending back down. So what it might do is bounce from this and continue to trend up. Let's see if you can snag in a position at around, or try to get back in at 8 and possibly play the break, or not the break of the previous resistance from 8 to about 798. 8 to about 833 is about 4.48%. Not too bad for an overnight swing. And let's see if you continue to hold that into the next resistance. I see at around, let's see, around 958. That's around 20%. That's not too bad, though it still has a long way to go. Don't think you can get there overnight. I honestly don't know what's happening with the weed tickers right now, but they're all trending up here. Let me show you. Is ACB, CGC. See, this one's trending up. It's on the pullback too. And TLR, Tilray. Wait, no, I don't think it's Tilray. Hold on, let me see. No, I don't think Tilray. No, my bad. It's Cron. See, Cron, uptrend. Very stupid very monstrous uptrend, not breaking the 20-day EMA line on a pullback just like all the other weed companies. And then there's MJ. Yep, that's what it was, not Tilray. Yep, see, continuing uptrending pattern, and boom, hit a previous resistance. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my alert for the break at above. Once it can get above 8 again, I'll set my alert for that. Alright, let's move over to ticker symbol MDR. Let's see. Alright, beautiful uptrending pattern. It's not really making a candle below the 20-day EMA. I see the next it broke the previous resistance at around 9. Let's see. I'd say 920. Continuing to trend up. Next resistance is around 1066. Then we go ahead and move that up. I use blue lines as an indication for support. So let me go ahead and change that to support. Red is resistance. Okay, let's say from 965 to about The resistance at 1066 is about 9.85%. Ooh, this one's very nice here. Let me go ahead and from 9. Oh no, that's to next. It's just little. It's just little. This is just a little mental note that I make, so I can quickly go over it because I already broke it down. I'm gonna try to break it down again. Let's see, let's go over it to the 1 hour time frame. Oop. Yeah, that's 1 hour time frame. Let's see. Obviously it's ascending up. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, right here. Alright, let's go into the 3 minute. Let's see. It has a previous resistance at around 958. Let me go ahead and set my alert for the break of that. Let's see. If let's say we get in at around 960. 66. Offers 10.87%. Not too bad, not too bad. So yeah. Let me change this. Enter 960. Boom. All right, let's go over and move on to the. Let's go ahead and move on to the next ticker symbol, HOME. This one, yes, yes, as you can see, it is on a descending, or it was on a descending pattern. Oh, it still could be. It still could be. Yeah, let me go ahead and draw that. But recently, it caught itself during the monstrous market uptrend. We have to thank SPY for that. And as you can see, bounce from right here, bounce from right here, plowed. It plowed through the trend line over here, but that's a bit sketchy right there. That's all manipulation right there. Trending back up, bounce from the trend line. So what I expected to do is, see, it has its next resistance is at 24. Go ahead and draw a resistance line. It already passed the previous resistance at around 2266. So we get in at 24, from 24 till let me go not the 1 hour, the daily. Yep. Oh, it might top out at around 24 because it's heading near this trend line. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this one. Let me go ahead and set my alert. So set my alert for the break of that, and if it can break that from 24 to the next resistance at around worst case scenario, let's say 25.30, offers about 5.28%. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, let's move to the next ticker symbol AMD. As the market's trending up, AMD is tech, so therefore AMD is going to trend up because the SPY follows mostly tech. So ascending uptrend pattern, hit a resistance at around 25, let's say 25.20. Yes, resistance lines. Go ahead and set. Boom, bam. Go ahead and set up my alerts. All right, next ticker symbol SGMS. This one I'm very interested in. Look at this beautiful, beautiful ascending uptrending pattern above the EMA line, above the trend line. It's coming near resistance to about 27. Let's see, from 27 to the next resistance at around 30, should offer about 8.98%. That's not bad. That is not too bad at all. So yeah, I already have my alert set for that. Let me go ahead and set my alert if it breaks 25. Add it below 25. All right. Let's move to the next. Let's move to the next ticker symbol CROX, Crocs. So you can see another beautiful ascending uptrending pattern. Let's see. It's at the bottom of the ascending trend. It's at the bottom of the pattern. Next resistance is around 29. Let's see. And if you can snag a position in at 28, from 28 to 29 offers about 3.15%, not too bad. But if you continue to hold it to the previous highs of the ascending uptrend pattern, offers about 13.85%, not too bad, not too bad. I already have my alert set for that. Let's go ahead and move over to not Twitter. We're gonna go ahead and erase that. CGC, basically the same thing as ACB. Facebook, no, I'm not really interested in only Facebook, but we can still break it down since it is one of the hot tickers. Let's see. I suppose that earnings did beautiful because of this monstrous uptrend. Ooh, alerts. See, it does it. Oh, my phone is connected to my TD Ameritrade, and when the alerts go off, my phone goes off. So I'm not popular. Don't worry, no, I'm not trying to flex the 0 friends that I do have, besides my roommates. But moving on, there is a resistance. I do see a resistance at around 170. I didn't even draw this before the video. This was already drawn here. This resistance line was already drawn here a long time ago previously. So as it still holds true, it still validates as a resistance point. So if we go ahead and set my alert for the break of that, if we can break that from 170 till about the next resistance at around, say, 175, offers about 3.02%. Let me go ahead and draw a minor resistance. 175. I like to use purple lines as minor resistance areas or points, whatever you like to call it. Bam. Let's move over to Apple. As you know, the market is doing good, so all of the big boys, that's what I call them, the big boys will follow. Beautiful ascending uptrend pattern. Yeah, right there. Oh, there is resistance around 172. I'm gonna draw minor resistance. Holding above the EMA line. Beautiful, beautiful. Dividend coming up. Watch for that. Let's see. If we can get past that, the next resistance I can see for this is around no, I have 180. Yeah, I already have it drawn. My bad. 72 to 180 offers about 4.65%. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's move over to the last ticker symbol, Tesla. I can see a descending pattern already. I don't think it's going to be relevant until it can reach about 340 or between 340 or 330. That's what I believe the areas that it's going to hit. But for now, it is ascending. All right, let's go, Elon. All right. So I believe it's going to trade in between this triangle, and if it breaks this trend line, I'll be no longer interested. Let me go ahead and set my alert for the break of the previous resistance at around 316. Bam. Okay, that's going to be it for the swings that I am watching. Let's go over to the futures. Gold has been doing well for a very, not a very long time, but about, oh yes, for about 2 months now. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, let me go ahead and make an ascending. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go back to the 1 hour, the daily. Oh, that's the daily. Alright, I do see it coming back down from its ascending uptrend pattern, at least to the EMA or the previous support or the trend line. So it has 3 lines of defense before it just completely wets the bed. So I'm going to be bearish on GC until it can validate a support. Let's go ahead and move over to ticker symbol /CL. Boom, bam. As you can see, it is in the midst of a reversal. Hit a previous resistance at around my previously drawn resistance line at around 56. It did bounce from the zone that I have drawn right here. I do see an ascending, a little ascending uptrending pattern right here. Bam. And I did trade ticker symbol UWT today, and I won on it. We'll go ahead and break those my main watches down in a second. Let's go with the futures first. So right now, so for this week, based on the way CL is looking, I'm going to be bullish, especially if it can get above that 56 mark, which will be good for ticker symbols GUSH and UWT. Okay, bam. So I might go ahead and take a swing in UWT if possible, or GUSH. Let's go ahead and move over to NG. Oh yeah, and a little side note. Last week, I'm sorry I didn't make my Friday recap video because I was helping my stepdad with his business all week in San Antonio. I was traveling back and forth to San Antonio. It was very hectic, but this week we're back in action, and I already made my 2% my first day back, so pretty nice. As you can see, natural gas, from what I'm seeing right now, from what you're seeing, is on a beautiful clean cut descending. I'm sorry, I forgot. That's better. Cottonmouth. /NG is on a beautiful, crisp, clean, descending pattern. So obviously I'm going to be bearish on that one. Support. Next support I see is next line of defense I see is at around 2.6. Go ahead and mark that as blue line. Let me go ahead and set my alert. Add it below. So until /NG can bounce from 2.6 at least 2 times and validate that as support, I'm going to be full on bearish for /NG. So let's go ahead and go into the main tickers. DGAZ is a leveraged 3-time DTF, ticker symbol DGAZ, and it is the inverse of UGAZ, UGAZ, and they both follow /NG. So if /NG is trending down, since DGAZ is the bearish, it's going to be trending up. If /NG is going to be trending down, and if /NG decides to pick back up, then UGAZ right here is going to pick back up as well. So obviously very bullish on DGAZ. It did hit resistance there at around 111. I'm going to go ahead and set my alert. I'm obviously going to be bullish on DGAZ because of the uptrend. Let's go to ticker symbol GUSH, which follows /CL, not as closely as XOP though. Let's go GUSH. Yeah, right now it's trading in between a horizontal 11 and 12. I'm going to set my alert for the break of 12. If it can get above 12, I see next resistance at around a minor resistance at around 1238 right here. Bam. 1236. Then after that, 13. If you decide to get in at 12 to 13, offers about 8.03%. Not bad. UWT, this is the ticker symbol I did trade today, as you can see on the uptrending pattern. Let's go to the 1 hour to see what happened see the action. Oh no, let's go to the 3 minutes to see the action that happened this morning. As you can see, it was trending down. Let me get you something cleaner. See, as you can see, it hit resistance at around 1523, started trending down, and caught itself at around the 1330 area. Bam. I saw that it started to make higher highs and not lower lows. Let's go over to its inverse DWT. Since DWT was the one to trend up pre-market and pop out of the gates in the morning, I believe that UWT could also bounce back from its downtrend, because obviously it needs a breather every time it comes back down from a downtrend. And I got in at around 14, sold out around 14.30 at around right here, this area. That was a pretty good trade. I might go ahead and take a small position on UWT based on what I see. Ascending uptrend pattern, of course. Let's see. Let's move over to some JDST, since /GC hit a resistance and is coming back down from a downtrend. I'm going to be very not bullish on JDST, but I do expect a reversal. Obviously, it hit a resistance at around 40. Oh, give me 1 second. I'll go back. Sorry about that. As you can see, I do expect JDST to go ahead and curl. There is a resistance at 40. Let me go ahead and set an alert for that. EMA line is starting to curl down instead of just continuously pointing down. So let's see, from 40 to its next resistance at around 42 offers 4.76%. Let me go ahead and draw a resistance right there. Bam. I have my alert set. Then, as you can see, JNUG gets inverse, the bearish version, since they're both leveraged 3 times ETFs as well. Obviously hit a top just like GC, as you can see here. Hit a top. Bam. So what I expected to do is break this EMA line and continue to trend down along with GC until lows of about 10, because as we know, previous resistance points can be used as previous support points. So let's go over to our no, I think that's about it. Oh, DRIP is the inverse of Gush. They're both leveraged 3 times ETFs as well. Obviously on a descending pattern from what we can see over here, so I would be more in favor of Gush rather than DRIP if I was taking a long position, which I would realistically be doing. Hit the top of the trend line today, so Gush would be very, very good to swing, in my opinion, overnight or for about 2 days. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this market breakdown. Oh, let's go over and talk about SPY, the last one, the biggest boy. Obviously, it caught itself from its downtrending pattern it had at around 230.99, and it's been uptrending ever since very beautifully. I do see a resistance at around, let's see, it broke the 270 resistance today, so I do see next resistance at around 275. Perfect. 5 with a minor resistance at around 273. Minor resistance at around 273. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this market breakdown. Alright, don't forget to comment down below if you want to discuss any tickers, or if you want me to break down anything, or if you have no idea what's happening in this video and you need some type of clarity. I am there to help, not hinder. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys, and let's go ahead and make this a profitable week as always. See you guys later.